Hello dear students, today we'll discuss the new concept in the same oscillation chapter here. That is, in a previous class we have discussed the translationary motion, periodic motion, oscillatory motion. Now one by one we'll just glance at what we have discussed in the previous class so that it will be useful for us to continue to the next topic, that is of simple harmonic motion. Right, let me go ahead with a reviewing of the topic what we have discussed in the previous class. Translatory motion, that is the motion which is tells the particles in a straight line. Particles executes the motion in straight line, or else we can say it is a executing a motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line, right? So by simple concept we can able to understand. Just we have already discussed, once we are glancing, that's it. A particles executing the repetitive motion means uniform motion it is. Like earth we have taken the example as it is taking revolving around the sun. This is of a repetitive motion executing by the particles or the body in a fixed intervals of time it is. Fixed intervals of time. So fixed intervals of time it is, right? So what is oscillatory motion? So we have discussed the differences between the periodic motion and the oscillatory motion here. So oscillatory motion is one of the part of periodic motion where the body, when it is executing such a periodic motion, but its nature is act as a different from the periodic motion. As we know here, periodic motion is a repetitive motion where the body is executing like uniform circular motion it is. Uniform circular motion, or else we can say that it is a repetitive motion it is. So repetitive motion. Where we can move towards the oscillatory motion when body executing same function as a periodic motion, but it is not a uniform circular motion. It is executing the to and fro motion. To and fro motion. It will tells the not exactly completely periodic motion, not exactly the translatory motion. It is in a between, means it behaves like a periodic motion but not the function as the periodic motion of a particles executing the motion here. It is of to and fro motion. You can take an example of the bob only. It is moving towards the one extreme position and it is moving to the another extreme position. So only this path is covering. So this is of a to motion, and once it is coming back, it is of a fro motion. Or else you can take this is to motion and this is a fro motion. It's just like a half a circle form of, as you compared with the uniform circular path it is. So it behaves like a periodic motion, but it is a different from the nature of the periodic motion. That kind of motion executing by the particles, that is called as oscillatory motion, that we have already discussed here. And next comes here simple harmonic motion. So what is the simple harmonic motion? That is, before going to the simple harmonic motion, let me go ahead with the harmonic motion. So let us move ahead with the what is harmonic motion. Then only we can able to understand what is the simple harmonic motion here, right? So harmonic motion is a one when the body executing to and fro motion in a fixed amplitude in a given frequency. So we can understand here oscillations that can be expressed in terms of simple harmonic motion, like sine and cosine function here. So we can understand with a simple example here, as we have discussed the insect climbing up and falling down. With the same example, I'm going to explain here how we can understand the harmonic motion. I said harmonic motion when the body executing, or it is expressed. You can also say that it is a harmonic oscillation motion it is. Harmonic oscillation motion it is. Then oscillation is one which executes the to and fro motion, that we know already here. It is of to and fro motion, right? So this to and fro motion can be expressed, if this is expressed in terms of sine and cosine form it is. Sine and cosine form. That is called as the harmonic oscillation. So what do you mean by sine and cosine here? In the mathematics form, we have already understand here what is the sine execute, what is a cosine execute. And also we have understood these functions, what is the role of sine, what is the role of cosine, in a previous chapter only. That is a motion in a straight line, Newton's law of motion, work, power, energy. These all things we have already discussed. Only thing that we have to apply it in the next topic, so that we can express in this form here, and it will tells the body executing the harmonic motion. So if you go ahead with the y-axis and x-axis, where x-axis I will take it as a time here, where y-axis I will take it as a height, or else nothing but it is form of, what is that, distance traveled here, right? So as we move here, it is from the 0, as means t is equal to 0 seconds. So it will move towards the 1 second, 2 second, right? So 3 seconds here, so on, as a fixed intervals of time, or a regular intervals of a time here. So for 1 second, ant will climb the plant for this height here. For 2 seconds it will reach to this height. For 3 seconds it will reach to this height. So goes on for the 4 seconds and continues here. If you just draw the graphically here, it climbs up here, climbs up the plant here, and for the particular second, so it will start falling here. So it will tells here, this is for the 4 second, this is for the 3 seconds, this is for the 2 seconds, and this is for the 1 second. Means fixed intervals of time it is. So look at this rising here. Rising means it is a h, means y-axis. So it will, y-axis always tells the sine function of your trigonometric function, or else the allied angles here. Sine convention or a sine form is always on the y-axis, and in x-axis always it is cosine. When we introduced expression or explain how the body executes the motion here, it's not showing the uniform motion here, or it is not showing it is a straight line, it is climbing, it's moving up and falling down here. So we can take climbing means the distance traveled here, that is with respect to what here, y-axis. What is the function of y-axis here? Sine. So what is the function with respect to the time period, fixed intervals of time? As the time increases, the climbing and falling down takes place here, right? So that is time is respectively with respect to that time, means the time will be expressed in terms of x-axis when you go ahead with the plotting the graph. So x-axis is the representation of allied angle is cosine here. So when such kind of a motion executing by the particles or a body expressed to and fro motion in terms of sine and cosine form, so that is called as the harmonic oscillation here. So harmonic oscillation motion, that can be expressed in terms of what is that, single harmonic motion. Single means only first concept it is climbing up, sine here, it is falling down with respect to time period, that is of cosine here, right? So that is in terms of sine and cosine function is called as a harmonic motion. And next comes here simple harmonic motions. Once we have to understand what do you mean by harmonic oscillation motion here, then we can go ahead with the real topic of this chapter is simple harmonic motion. So what is the simple harmonic motion? This harmonic motion of we can say that harmonic oscillation is executing by the body when a constant amplitude and single frequency. Constant amplitude and the single frequency. So let us move ahead with understanding simple harmonic motion here. This is the short form of simple harmonic motion here. So this is the one when the harmonic oscillation motion expressed in a single oscillation, or else we can say that it is a single oscillation or a single constant amplitude and the single frequency. So now come to the part of what is amplitude here. Once you go ahead with an experiment, right, you can take a simple pendulum only that will tells you exactly what is going on with that bob. It will exactly tells you the simple harmonic motion. It is suspended here, right? So when you stretch it, it will reach to the one extreme position, right? And it will not stay there only, it will try to come to its mean position here. This is the mean position, or else we can say that it is a stable equilibrium position it is, or the stable equilibrium position it is. And again it will not reach to, it will not be fixed in this mean position. It has a velocity and it will reach to the some other extreme position here. So this is the one extreme position, right? This is one extreme position and this is the second extreme position here, right? So distance traveled by with respect to the mean position means x, or a displacement, is measured from the mean position. It is displacement. So distance from the mean position to the one extreme position, that is, we will call it as it is a amplitude. That also we have already discussed in the previous class. So it is once again the replacement to understand the simple harmonic motion here, right? So this is the amplitude here. What does it mean here? Constant amplitude and single frequency means this distance from the mean position, either it is to the one extreme position or the next extreme position, and it is executing the to and fro motion. So this displacement amplitude must be constant. So this distance should not decrease. In earlier cases, what it will happens? So here the acceleration will be 0 at the mean position. Obviously force will be 0. What is this force? Force which is acting on the body. It is trying to reach towards the, or it makes reach towards the mean position here. So that force we have already discussed here. F is equal to minus k into x raised to n here, where n is equal to what here? Odd number. So n is equal to odd number. So when this number will becomes n is equal to 1, means f is equal to k minus k x raised to 1. So this is called as the simple harmonic motion, as in a simplest form of expression of simple harmonic motion here. Or else you can take a simple form to understand this concept very clearly. So to understand this concept very clearly, we can say that n is equal to 1 here. Is this 1 is an odd number or not? That means simple harmonic motion, it's a one of the form of harmonic oscillation. So you need to understand while explaining or while understanding this concept here. Oscillation means what here? To and fro motions executing by the body here. So harmonic oscillation means what here? The body which is executing the to and fro motion, it's be expressed in the form of sine and cosine expression here. When this expression executing by the body to and fro motion in an sine and cosine function, when they are executing the to and fro motion, amplitude must be constant. Means the distance from the mean position to the one extreme position, that will be fixed. It's not going to be changed. So when that is fixed here, in a single frequency. Frequency means what here? So reverse point of time period, time taken by to complete the one oscillation. What is that one oscillation here? 1, 2 and 1 flow motion is called as a one oscillation here. So time taken by the body to execute the 1, 2 and 1 flow motion, that is a oscillation. When that frequency is a single means same time period it is. So that is called as a simple harmonic motion here. So that in the mean position acceleration will be 0 and force which is acting on the body is equal to 0 here. So as it is moving towards the one extreme position, velocity will becomes 0, means at the mean position velocity will be maximum here. So when it is reaches towards the extreme position, it will becomes minimum, almost it is equal to 0. In the same, the next extreme position also V is equal to 0 and V is equal to minimum here. This tells here force acting on the body as the X is equal to plus A. Why? Means it is a positive direction. So force will be always negative here. So force is acting towards the mean position. So obviously acceleration is also towards the mean position, because along the direction of a force which is acceleration here. But force is opposite to the direction of displacement. Always in this case, force is opposite to the displacement here. Why? Means body is moving towards the one extreme position, but the force which is acting on the body, it makes to reach towards the mean position, means it is opposite to the direction of displacement, whether it is a positive direction with respect to the mean position or the negative direction with respect to the mean position. Here X is a negative here and the force will be positive. These things we have already discussed here. Those who are not getting the idea, go back to the first video, the first class, and clarify this concept. Next we'll move towards this concept. As soon as you heard it, as soon as you observe that directly here, you may get a little bit confusion. So better you start it with the first form here, so that it will be catch the concept very clearly here. So this is about the simple harmonic motion here. Now let us move on to the discussion of amplitude, also completed here. Now we'll go ahead with the angular frequency and the phase here. So these all things are the simplest concept to understand. Now what is the frequency we have understood here? 1 by T here. What is angular frequency? So angular frequency also we have understood here in a previous chapter here. Angular means the body executing the uniform circular motion here, right? So this is the position R vector here. When the body is there in this position, so when it reach to the next position, so let us A and B consider the position of a particle here. So when it reaches here, this R vector R will be remain same. So this will makes an angle theta here. This is the displacement. This is called as angular displacement here. So what is this angular displacement that we know here? When it is body moving the circular path, that is the responsible of a theta angle made by it, because this radius vector will be remains the same throughout the body when it is there in the circumference here, right? So omega will be the angular frequency here, right? So angular velocity equals to the 2 pi times of the frequency here. So look at here, this will be the 0 to 180 degree. So we can say that it is a 0 to 180 degree is equal to pi. When it is covers the next half, so I can say that it is a 360 degree. So that is of 2 pi. So it will covers the complete one circular form. So that is what? 2 pi form. So angular frequency is of a 2 pi. And the time taken, the frequency is 2 pi f, where we have f is equal to 1 by t here. So w, that means angular frequency omega is equal to, sorry, not w, it is omega. So 2 pi by t. So this is of the angular frequency when you related with the body executing the circular motion here, right? So discussion of displacement is completed, amplitude is completed here. angular displacement is completed. That means angle made by the radius vector in a given intervals of time. Means as time goes, the body executing the different position in the circular form. So this is tells the angular displacement, that is omega here. So what is that? Angular displacement is totally responsible of theta. As theta increases, see, if body is there here, so this will be the theta complete from here to here. So if body is there here, so it is the journey of theta from the first position to the where it is moving. So theta is a displacement here in the form of angular path. That's why it is say that angular displacement. And the frequency is what? Angular velocity. Angular velocity, velocity gained by the body to execute the circular form. So that is 0 to 180 degree. So 180 degree to 360 degree. 0 and 360 degree will be the same position, but the journey takes place pi to next pi. That is of 2 pi here. That is omega. Omega is nothing but the angular frequency 2 pi f. It is why 2 pi? Two semicircles. 0 to 180 degree pi, 180 degree to 360 degree, it is a one more pi. So that is of 2 pi. Time taken to complete this journey is called as a frequency here. That is 1 by 2. So this is about the angular frequency. And the phase comes here, phase of vibratory particle. What is this vibratory oscillation? I said oscillatory motion is also said to be as a, what is that? Vibratory motion also. So that is of vibratory motion. So time taken or the phase of vibratory particles at any instant is the quantity that gives the position and the direction of the particle at that instant. Means in a particular time, where is the position of the body and in which direction it is executing the motion. So that tells the here phase. Phase is nothing but the first phase, the second phase. So in that example, insect climbing the plant up and falling down. So that is also tells here to and fro motion, and it also tells the phase also. So what is that phase? So let us go ahead with the phase here. So what is this? This is nothing but the tells about the position and the direction of a particles. Direction of particles where it is executing the simple harmonic motion, or it executes the harmonic motion here, right? So you should understand, as soon as I have written here harmonic motion means harmonic oscillation motion it is. So oscillation is nothing but what here? This is a to and fro motion. So it will be expressed in terms of sine and cosine. That tells here harmonic motion or the harmonic oscillation motion here. When its amplitude is a constant and frequency is a single here, so that is of simple harmonic motion. These are the tree, like one by one you can able to understand in a step by step. If oscillation means body executing to and fro motion, when it is experiencing the to and fro motion, it can be expressed in terms of sine and cosine. That means it is a harmonic oscillation. Motion here, right? So it can be expressed in terms of simple harmonic motion here. Yes, oscillation is a to and fro motion. When it is exhibiting the to and fro motion, it can be expressed in terms of sine and cosine here. That tells here this is a harmonic motion here. So once it is executing this harmonic motion here, so once that constant amplitude is there in a single frequency, means it is a simple harmonic motions. Here one thing you should understand here, all simple harmonic motion can be expressed, or else we can say that it is a always oscillatory motion here. All simple harmonic motion, because it is in a constant amplitude and in a single frequency, all where the body executing the simple harmonic motion is a part of oscillation body here, But it doesn't mean that all oscillatory motions are executing the simple harmonic motion. Means every particles when it is executing the to and fro motion, it doesn't mean that amplitude should be constant. It is not compulsory. When such body experiences the amplitude is constant and frequency is single here, that tells here simple harmonic motion. Simplest form it is. All the simplest form will be expressed in terms of it's a part of oscillatory motion or a part of harmonic oscillation here. But it is not compulsory all the particles, means all particles which is exhibiting the to and fro motions are simplest one or the simple harmonic motion. It's not compulsory. But we can say that which is body executing the simple harmonic motion, it is said to be as it's a part of oscillation. Means all simple harmonic motion experiences, or it's set as a all are oscillatory motion. But all oscillatory are not a simple harmonic motion. So these things you should remember. So which is said to be as a simplest oscillatory motion as a simple harmonic motion here, and which is the compulsorily harmonic motion. So what is the relation? That is very, very important here in this concept here. A particle is said to be a simple harmonic motion when it moves to and fro motion about its mean position. So next here comes under the action of restoring force. So this restoring force we have already understood here. So what is this? Bob is there here. When it reached to the one extreme position, another extreme position here, I said force is experienced here by the body move towards the mean position here. So what kind of force, that also we have understood. This is nothing but, can we say it is a restoring force? When you go ahead with a spring here, when you place the load here, if you supply the force here, so what it tells here, force constant, it reached to the certain point, again it is coming back, trying to come back to its original position. That means this position will be the mean position here, this is the extreme position, and it is not stay here on the mean position only, it will move towards the certain height up. So this is the next extreme position here. It's try to come to its original position. That is means what? Restoring force it is. So that is a restoring force. Here also same things it is happening. Particles is said to be executing the to motion and fro motion, or else simple harmonic motion. Maybe this amplitude may be fixed here, one extreme position to the next extreme position, next extreme position to the first extreme position. Amplitude means the distance from the mean position is fixed. Right? So this is the mean position, the force which is acting opposite to the direction of displacement, that is restoring force here. This is already we have discussed, force is a opposite to the direction of displacement here. Either it is a positive direction of displacement, either it is a negative direction of the displacement here. So this is under the restoring force here, where the body executing the to and fro motion about the mean position, its mean position under the action of restoring force, so which is directly towards the displacement. So that is of directly towards the displacement from the mean position. What is displacement here? From the mean position to the one extreme position, that is the displacement, and also we can say that it is a amplitude. So this portion tells that where the body executing the to motion and the fro motion, it's directly towards its mean position here. That means it is a restoring which is responsible by the body to reach or to move towards the mean position. That is directly proportionally, also we can say that directly proportional to the displacement from the mean position. So that is called as a restoring force also, as we have discussed in the restoring force of a force constant of the spring here. You can take a spring also, that also moves towards the one extreme position and the another position, extreme position. Before going to the next extreme position, it's trying to come to its mean position, means stable form of it, then it will reach. So it is depending upon the velocity experienced by the body here. and the same way which is the force which is acting on the body to reach towards its mean position. These all concepts are very important for the solution of your competitive questions. Once you know the internal concept, internal meaning of it, you can directly applicable to the problem solution there. Within a short intervals of time, we can solve plenty of complicated solution here. In the next topic onwards, we'll discuss more and more competitive questions here, so that we're going to understand how to solve the competitive questions here. That is very, very simplest form here. And this, by this conclusion here, we can have the differences between the periodic motion and the oscillatory motion here, and we have discussed the amplitude here, angular frequency, phase, harmonic oscillation, and simple harmonic motion. By this, we'll end up this class. In the next class, we are going to discuss with the functions, that is of periodic functions, harmonic functions, and after that, we are going to discuss the how the acceleration, force, and the velocity will be experienced in the different graphical method also we are going to discuss here.